I don't know if it's just me, but something I struggle with, although I play Selena a lot, is dealing with certain team comps. Because a majority of the MLBB roster is very annoying to deal with when you're playing Selena, especially in this current meta. It's not the most favorable. In this match, I have Hanabi, which isn't really a counter, but she's just annoying to deal with because she can immune my stuns. Joy, who can rapidly dash around, making it harder to catch her. Hylos, which has a really annoying stun, and he's literally the definition of a brute force tank. Phoveus, who gets even stronger if the enemies use dash skills. And the only thing I find annoying about Odette is, other than her high damage output, her stun, which auto locks onto you, is very hard to deal with, so I gotta watch out. After helping our jungler, I decided to place a trap near the gold lane bush because at this point I didn't even know where their Hylos was. Now that I saw him in the map, I honestly went back to camping. Here I saw that Chang'e made Odette low. I was just waiting until I got my second skill to hopefully get the kill. I also had to be careful of Hylos' stun, because I don't know if it's just me, but his stun is a little bit weird, especially for dash characters in particular. Like when you dash, it completely stops your momentum. Like you don't get to dash the full distance while getting stunned. But anyway, I noticed that our gold laner needed some help, but Roger stole my spotlight. And then I thought to camp in this long bush. What do you know, a wild Hylos appears. Thankfully our jungler followed up, and although he's really tanky and he has vengeance, we still managed to kill him. I also flickered because I wasn't sure how much damage the next turret shot was gonna do. So precautions, I guess. I was very sure I was gonna hit Joy because of how slow she was, plus she didn't have her dashes at the time. If only I hit my stun, I think things would have been much easier. But it is what it is. Here was my mistake, and I was quite literally oblivious to the fact that the enemies could be taking the turtle. And I didn't actually think to check around the turtle, or where the enemy jungler could be. But it's fine because we were having the early game advantage, so them getting the turtle kind of evens it out. Now I think this is a really good bait by Hanabi. I don't know if it was intentional, but she popped her Aegis at the right time. It forced me and Roger to engage, just for her to still snag a kill at 1 HP. I probably shouldn't have traded my life here for 1 kill, but if it's for the content, why not? What I'm trying to do here is trying to bait out Odette's second skill, because if she catches me with it, I might as well start praying to Beyonce, because I'm not getting out of there. I think I was very lucky in this fight. It seemed like she was gonna kill me here, but I think she messed up her passive thingy, so she didn't get that final extra damage just to kill me. So yeah, I got very fortunate. Now, if you thought I was going back to base, then you've got a thing or two to learn, because Selena means always stay in the battle on 1 HP. You best believe it. By the way, I know that some of you asked me why I build Queen's Wings as my second item. Well, honestly, the main reason why I build it as my second is to try to get that 45% cooldown reduction ASAP. However, thinking about it, maybe it's a better item when you see that the game has progressed. So for a second slow item, it might not be that great. However, if you still want to use it, then I mean it's still good. It provides both offensive stats and defensive stats really early on. But in this match, I'm building Glowing Wand because their team has a lot of sustain. And I wasn't really sure if any one of my teammates were gonna build it. So I was like, why not try build it myself? Although I stunned Odette, I have to do my combo really fast and get out. I don't know how long my stun will last, and again, if she were to ult me, I'd probably die. I always use my arrows on jungle creeps to increase my movement speed. I like to do this when I have to rotate somewhere. Now, I know that this may be an obvious thing to some and a non-obvious thing to others, but I feel like every time you hit a stun, doesn't mean you have to engage. Here I was scared that their Hylos and Phoveus would recover way too quickly for me to do my combo. They would be able to rebound. So be careful when you engage and who you attack. We also got the turtle, which is a huge bonus. Good job, team. Here it's my mistake because I didn't make sure to check the bush that Hylos came from, and it cost me my flicker and almost my life. So yeah, I guess that's the importance of bush checking. The enemy Joy was always surviving on literally 1 HP. Like she was always a sneeze away from death. But we just couldn't catch her. Or at least I couldn't. Now our Vendetta was pinging the Lord, and I think this is a good move because their jungler is dead and also their roamer is dead, meaning they can't get in areas because they have no vision. But I'll still stand by just in case there might be a potential backdoor, although I doubt it because all 3 enemies are visible. But it's better to be safe than sorry. At this point, I was just trying to pressure the enemies. Every arrow was literally a quick scope. I was just trying to predict the enemy movements. Once again, guess who survives on 1 HP? Yes, you guessed it. Joy. Like, come on now. I swear it's literally jungler luck. I think this Joy is angry that I keep mentioning that she always survives on 1 HP. She wants her spin back so bad. Okay. So this is kind of a tricky situation and people might have different opinions. If I were to ask you, would you rather end the game and get a win or risk the enemies getting up just to get a Savage or a Maniac? What if I tell you this amazing Roger decides to sell us the win just for an attempt? Not that he got it, an attempt to get the Maniac. Guys, I was fuming. What do you mean you're gonna sell our game just to get a Maniac? Like, okay, a Maniac and Savage is cool and all, but like, Oh my god, come on. Like, end the game. To think he could have ended right there and then. Like, I have no words. I literally have no words. And then I typed kills over win because that's literally what he did. Like, we wouldn't have to be in any of these team fights if only he decided to end. But as long as he tries to get his maniac, who cares about a team win? As long as he gets his maniac that only benefits his stats. You know, that's fine. Like, I mean, free will. Like, free will, guys. Now, when I asked Roger why he didn't end, I was genuinely coming from a place of concern. I was literally curious why. Like, I'm not trying to throw some shade at him. I know that, like, who wouldn't want a maniac or a savage? Like, they look cool to get. And I was just asking him, like, why? And then he decides to hit us with the old classic, stop crying now. You know what? I'm gonna pull out the receipts and I'm gonna be petty. If you skip back to the second turtle, Roger was the only one contesting it because none of us were there. He was like, team, where are you? And like, okay, that was our fault. Like, we should have been there to contest the turtle. And mind you, none of us told him to stop crying. But then when we tell him that he should have ended the game over getting a maniac, like, the hypocrisy, like the audacity of you wanting the turtle just to result in this. No. Like, I will literally be petty. I don't care. On a side note, finally I get to pop this Joy. Like, she's been running around with 1 HP the entire match. Thank you, Beyonce. Thank you, next. Now, all I will say is that if you have the chance to end the game, please choose to end the game over getting more kills. Unless you're someone who can't push the base that easily or doesn't do that much damage to the base, that's an exception. Maybe if you're in a bad situation to end, that's also an exception. However, Roger had the damage and the free will to end. But you know, the kills are more important, right?